Hello guys, hello, welcome back to my stream guys. गरौँ है guys. यो त एउटा चेक गरौँ होला. डबडा. La 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 la.
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. There's the whistle. He's played him through. Just the goalkeeper to beat. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engine to do all the covering, but he's a lot more than that. He's got the strength, the tackling ability, good composure on the ball and balance in his game. So you'd really struggle to find any weakness.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Bellingham. Van der Vaart. Bellingham. Van der Vaart. And he was alert to it. De Bruyne. Now it's Messi. Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. Face to face with the keeper. Oh, what a ball. He's had a shot. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Foden. Haaland is onto this. Shifted upfield. And he cuts out the supply. Valverde. Short changes him with that pass. And the They're not going to make any further progress now. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's been caught on it. Shot a goal!
ก็ขาเตะละ
Still goalless at the moment. Foot in. Costa Curta. There's the crossfield ball. Griezmann could try cutting inside here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And he's let fly.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And it's Messi. Mbappe. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's gone backward here. And he's had a hit! Great chance! That comes as a mighty relief. Valverde. Beraldo is always looking to break lines. In with the challenge. Mbappe. Haaland. Haaland! That was superb goalkeeping.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
He's got away. And Batistuta! Could be danger here. Foden. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Akanji cuts it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Beraldo cuts out the pass. Valverde. Now it's Haaland. Oh, no joy this time.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Lovely feet. Alexander-Arnold. Played towards the other side. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, the goal attempts are coming thick and fast, but so far there's nothing to show for it. I think the manager will be pretty happy with his team's performance. He just needs a little more craft and guile.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Arsenal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Foden. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Shifted it to the flank. Irwin. That's a throw. Haaland. nicely spread. Griezmann. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, that was vital. Now, what about a counter-attack?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That's been intercepted.
The attendance for this
Milinkovic,
match
Savic.
was 60,332.
And here's Haaland, and he has been fouled there. There's a quick free kick. Mbappe touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Gets his pass away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, what has happened here? Valverde kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
kira yung
Now
mga
it's
dapat
Messi.
ate pa.
Mbappe. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0.
Arsenal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Mga gumaw, kapit niyo.
Mbappe. Haaland.
Patang nyo lang.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Cut, zero man.
Now it's Haaland. That's a nicely measured pass. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Batistuta. Bellingham. Now there's a fight. Griezmann! There's a goal! Finally the breakthrough.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Number 7.
Griezmann at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 10. Bellingham. Number 6. De Bruyne. Coming on the field. Number 14. Neymar. Number 13. Kubo.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Because of that first goal now, it's a great opportunity to make it one-way traffic and add to this lead.
And he was quick to react. No, again there's no way through. Distributed tidily. Griezmann. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And he's in on now the finish! He should have put that one away.
Kubo has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Griezmann. Coming on the field is number 22. Rafinha.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well, the counter could be on here. Arsenal have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. That has been slung wide.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Sanchez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Arsenal close now to seeing this one through to the end. would have led to a very different outcome there.
Has been
Al Hilal
indicated.
clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Mbappe. Pickford deals with it effortlessly. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Arsenal have done it. The perfect outcome in this most... So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. There's the whistle. Messi fiddles it through. Now it's Kane. He has found a way through. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Oh, that's a key interception. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Foden, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Stones spots it and intercepts. Good ball over the top. Good read, needed to be. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Great ball if he can get there. Well timed, excellent interception. Pickford sends that a long way. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. Alexander-Arnold.
That's going in strongly.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just too high.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Looking for options for movement. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. And the pass is intercepted. Arsenal are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Now it's Bellingham. He's through here. Shot could be on. He is through here. Griezmann. Oh, what a pass!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Oh, super find. Now it's Messi. Oh, that was vital. And that's been won straight back. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That has been cut short. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Messi. That looks a cracking ball. He's had a shot! No, that's been intercepted. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Maradona! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Maradona has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
That's a nicely measured pass. And Batistuta! Goal! Arsenal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Arsenal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Pickford clears. Throw in. And the shot's on here. Cafu.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And the finish! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. This is what good chemistry is all about.
Look at the space here. And he thumps it clear. We are into overtime. Oh, that's well spotted. Alexander-Arnold. Foden. And it's De Bruyne. And it's Maradona. Oh, no joy this time. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Manchester United kick off the second half. McAllister, he's through here. Messi. Oh, smashing header. Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
That's been cut out, well played.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Belling. And that is as far as they're going to go. De Bruyne. And Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good read.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Pass is just off target. Now he's off and running. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Chance to finish. That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Substitution in progress.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. That pass has been well intercepted. Irwin.
The attendance for this
McAllister
match
has
is
created one goal already.
60,810.
And it's Shevchenko. That is good alertness. That's good vision. Batistuta is herring after that one. Oh, nicely intercepted. Looking for the runner. Oh, good-looking ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's having a go. It's off target and by quite a way.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Number 22, Rafinha.
Manchester United making another change here. Now it's Griezmann, and he's picked out the run. Great chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Timber can get it clear. Irwin bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Done delicately. Shevchenko! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
I'm still trying to figure out how he managed to get that contact. That's a super volley.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Now it's Batistuta. Oh, he's been caught napping. Griezmann. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Fires from distance. And that would have been game, set and match.
McAllister really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 10, Bellingham.
Corner number 2 then.
Number 7, Griezmann. Coming on the field, number 14, Neymar.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That is a little undercooked. Arsenal have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Oh, easy pickings there. It's a pretty loose pass. Irwin deals with that comfortably. Can he finish? It's in! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Manchester United take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Stones. Irwin. Van der Vaart looks to get on the end of this. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Pinged towards the front line. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Added time.
Neatly clipped into space, and he's managed to get free. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, shooting chance! And more, and more, and more. And surely that settles it. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
Manchester United blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Cafu promptly onto that. And we're done. Arsenal pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Can he finish? Koundé makes the interception. Camavinga with the cross. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. There could be trouble here. And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Tries a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
I've always been impressed with this boy, Pau Cubarsí. It never ceases to amaze me, Peter, how the Catalans always manage to unearth all of these gems, especially in an age where the demand is quite high on defenders. He's really the perfect package.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Bellingham. Pedri. Rafinha. Now it's Rafinha.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Lewandowski. That is good alertness. Iniesta. Oh, that's a key interception. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Lewandowski. Well read, nice interception. Koundé spots it and intercepts. Always onto this. Now then, the ball's come loose. Lewandowski showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Camavinga.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, robust challenge. Chooses to go. It's Iniesta! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
I think for them to get their noses in front away from home is brilliant, but these home fans will demand a response.
Yamal. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass.
Shot a goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Incoming cross, terrific header. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He's one-on-one, surely! Decent hit! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Brilliantly cut out. Bellingham. And he cuts out the supply. Barcelona heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. He gets big. Rafinha! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Rafinha with the short one.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Spread neatly. Rafinha. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Camavinga going full steam ahead down the left flank.
2 minutos de descuento.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Balde. Casado. Koundé. And the whistle goes for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Barcelona are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Barcelona go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And we're underway again. Griezmann. Griezmann. Here's Tchouaméni. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Rafinha. Can he latch onto this? Not the most accurate pass. Koundé. Yamal. De Jong. Yamal. This is De Jong. And Balde. Good running, strong and purposeful. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So a chance here, what can they make of it? Balde. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Lewandowski. Good spot, he's seen the run. It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Played in deep. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rafinha. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Iniesta. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And that has left him in a heap. He's found a way through. And the finish! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. It's their second corner of the game. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. De Jong.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
He's had a hit! They would have been quick to recover this. Rafinha. Casado. And Koundé. Yamal. Pass is just off target. And reclaimed it in a trice. Over to the left. Now it's Rafinha. Valde threads one in. Rafinha. Pedri. He's got two. Really well taken goal. Right back in the game.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Kubasi. Barcelona are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. Barcelona are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. It's a throw-in.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11, el dorsal 9, el dorsal 21.
And he's intervened well there.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
El dorsal 6.
And it's Iniesta. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Balde. Pau Victor. It's Gavi. And the shot! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Dani Olmo. Valde. Gavi. Dani Olmo. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, look at the space here.
Barcelona need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Now it's Rafinha. He has found a way through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Pau Kubasi promptly onto that, and that is that. Played out towards the right wing. Rafinha, he's picked his way through. Ter Stegen is there to take. Pedri. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, can he get onto this? It's a pretty loose pass. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Your final thoughts, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly result-wise. This is a game they want.